Well, good afternoon, everyone, and thanks for joining today's Connect Home USA webinar series. Today we'll be introducing the newest Connect Home stakeholder, Azpen Innovation. My name is Kayla Prendergast, and I'll be one of your hosts today, along with Dina Lehman-Kim, HUD's Connect Home USA Program Manager. Before Dina introduces our speakers for the day, I'm going to go over a few housekeeping items. For those of you who have joined our webinars before, it's the same as it usually is, but I'm going to go over it for those who might be new today. So the first way that you can ask questions during the presentation is by raising, you'll see a hand-shaped icon on the right-hand side. You can click on that hand and I'll unmute your line and you can ask your question verbally. Or if you would like to send us your question, you can simply type it in the chat box in the lower right-hand navigation panel, and I will read it aloud in the order that we receive the questions. For this presentation, we'll be hearing from the speakers for the first 30 minutes or so, and then we'll leave the remainder of the time for any questions from the audience. Today's webinar is being recorded and will be available on HUD Exchange shortly following the webinar. Immediately following the webinar, you will receive an invitation to complete a survey. And we ask that you please do this if you have time. Any feedback that you have is really helpful to us, so that would be great. With that, I'll pass it over to Dina, who will introduce today's speakers.
Great. Thank you so much, Kayla, and thank you, everyone, for joining us. I know these are interesting times, and so I appreciate you taking the time out of your busy schedules to join us today. And I'm very excited to hear from Azpen Innovation, as Kayla said, is our newest stakeholder for Connect Home USA. So I'm going to be familiarizing myself along with you all with their products. So before I turn it over to them, I just wanted to introduce the speakers we have from Azpen. First up will be Jim Hu is the founder and CEO of Azpen Innovation. He graduated from UT Dallas with a major in business. He has over 17 years of experience in computer technology and the consumer electronics industry. He'll be also joined by Mike Glasscock, who is the Director of Sales and Operations at Azpen and has been with Azpen since 2007. He graduated from the University of Texas at Arlington and has over 20 years experience in sales and marketing in the wireless and consumer electronics industries. And finally, we'll hear from Andy Alfaro, who is the Director of Business Development and has been with Azpen since 2016. He began his career at Walmart Corporate and has over 30 years experience in the consumer electronics industry. So with that, I will pass it over to Jim. Thank you so much, Jim. Oh, and before I forget, sorry, I also wanted to mention that Fred Logan from the Choctaw Nation of Oklahoma is also going to join us, and he'll help paint a complete picture of the work that he has done with Azpen in his community. So that's going to be up, and I'm really excited to hear more about that. So with that, thank you, Jim, and you are up. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Dina and Kayla, and thank you for organizing this webinar. And hey, I'm Jim Hu. I'm the CEO of the Azpen Innovation, and thank you everyone for attending this webinar. I know it's a special time right now, and so let's try to keep it short, okay? And so first, let's briefly about our company. Who is Azpen Innovation? Let's go to slide 4. And then slide 5 is Azpen. We are founded in the Dallas, Texas. We have about 70 years and in the industry. And our main product is focused on the computer, laptop, tablet, and some smart home device also. So currently, we mainly sell to some retailer like Sam's Club, Best Buy, but we also sell to lots of school, ISD, and in some locally, some of the other states. And we also sell to some government contract and sell to some enterprise channel. So the company, 2018, we won the CES Innovation Award. And 2015, we are recognizing on the DFW 100 list. And 2014, Azpen is the fastest growing technology company in the DFW area. And we are also the certified minority owners. And so our slogan is like innovative, intelligent, and affordable. So the last thing is affordable. We try to make all the device be very reasonable price to everyone. So next one, I'm going to turn to Mark Glasscock. Mark.
Yeah, hello. Thank you, Jim. Okay, slide 6, certification and services. So just kind of review some of the certifications. We are a Qi Wireless certified wireless power consortium member. And as Jim mentioned, we got recognized at CES 2018 with an Innovation Award, the Honorary Smart Energy category with our DocAll Qi Wireless charger. We are an approved integrated partner with Google and Amazon. And as you see some of the other certifications on the right side with Apple. Some of the services that we offer, engineering software development, product and hardware development, ID design. We also offer OS configuration. We can pre-install applications and user settings. We can also provide branding and packaging customization. And then pre-sales, post-sales, service and tech support, as well as warranty services and repairs are all done out of our Plano location. So any type of returns or anything that you do have would be set back to where we office out of in Plano, Texas. Slide 7, marketing and sales support. Some of the different things that we can provide you is, of course, presentations, product training. We can also provide you some spec sheets, product slides, even sample products, product specifications. And I said to kind of touch on packaging standards. We can also offer some customized as well. We can also do some bundling as well, as you see in some of our products later on, that we can bundle like tablet accessories, leather cases. We can provide drop ship as well, and we offer EDI SPS commerce to process orders. And then we do attend a variety of trade shows throughout the year. Okay, slide 8. This slide highlights our brand essence. One thing that Azpen is we're very easy and flexible to do business with. As Jim mentioned earlier, we offer solutions to provide value and affordability to our customers. We position and offer our products to a variety of channels, markets globally. Any questions on 8? Slide 9, some of the different customers and distributors that we work with. We do work with many different retailers, big box retailers, e-commerce, B2B, many different alternate channels, as well as school districts. We work on many different customized projects. And then we have partnerships with a couple of different distributors. Then Andy will be next, and Andy will review our products.
Okay, thanks, Mike. I appreciate it. Yeah, my name is Andy Alfaro. I've been with the company for several years and been in the industry for well over 30. In terms of a product presentation, the first one is the A780. This is a basic opening price point tablet, 7-inch Android 8.0. Basic operating system, 1 gigabyte of RAM, 18 gigabytes of storage, a camera on front, battery, and all the features down below. So this is, again, a basic opening price point tablet, and majority of our products are that. They're opening price point. It's for the customers who want an iPad or some of the high-end tablets but really just can't afford it. We help fill that need for that, and this is just one of those items. The next item, the G1058, is kind of a unique item that we created. It's a 10-inch tablet, but it also has a Bluetooth speaker or Bluetooth keyboard. what's unique about this is it has the SIM card ports where those who may not have access to the internet can access it through a SIM card. And there's many of them out there that don't have this access. So we can provide also the SIM card as a promotional opportunity that we can talk about more in details later. But again, this product is a 10-inch tablet with a Bluetooth keyboard case, and you can see it stands up upright, props up and closes. Very easy to take along with you, and very portable. Have the SIM card ports. It's also an Android 0.0 L2 keyboard and a case to go with it. The storage is a little bit bigger as to the other ones we have. It's a 16 gig operating with a RAM of 1 gig.
Andy, this is Dina. I think you were breaking up at the very top of this product, A1046C. Would you mind repeating the beginning of what you said? Sorry about that.
Yeah. This is a 10-inch tablet, which also comes with a Bluetooth keyboard. Now, this is similar to the one that we talked about before, but it doesn't have the SIM card ports, but it's a little bit more affordable. Again, it comes with a case to go with it, a little bit bigger storage, 16 gigabytes and 1 gigabyte RAM. The specs are almost similar in terms of the camera, battery size, and the features, less the SIM card port. Okay.
Great.
So the next is the X1450. This is our 14-inch laptop Windows 10 tablet. This is comparable in terms of features to some of the the high-end tablets, but at a much better price. Again, 32 gigabytes of storage, 4 gigabytes of RAM. The RAM is essential. If it's got at least 2 gigabytes and you're operating Windows, it will perform much better, and we've integrated that to ensure that it does so. Again, camera features, 2 megabyte front camera, battery size 10,000, which is very good. And again, the features below are comparable to some of the top-of-the-line tablets in the market. And lastly, we have been working with the Choctaw Nation with Fred, and sort of working together several years ago, and Fred recognized the opportunity here that we could fulfill in terms of affordable computer devices, and we have, in coordination with Fred and the Choctaw Nation, provided those tablets, and has been a regular customer for many years. So we appreciate that, and we're glad to be part of the Choctaw Nation family. And with that, I'll conclude and turn it over to questions.
Great. Maybe before we turn it over to questions, Fred, do you want to describe a little bit about the work you did with Azpen and how it helped connect residents both to the devices themselves and the internet?
Okay. I mean, originally we were introduced to Azpen by another stakeholder, GitHub, that bought some of the original ones for us, and so we got introduced to their product at that point, and we had such success with it, and we've used different sizes, 7-inch and the 9-inch, and we basically now we stick with the 10-inch. It's the 1046 model. I think he was showing earlier that we have a lot of. We've had a lot of success with. They have them in different colors too. That we started buying them in different colors, and they do come with the ones we get. They come with the sleeves, so they're very good for our tenants and our children to use. We've loaded many other applications on these tablets, and we've never had a problem with that. We use our own tech guy for that, but Azpen has always been there. If any kind of technical assistance, they've always been there for us over the years that we've used them. and as far as warranty and stuff like that, they've always been there for that too. They've, I mean, they've taken care of business for us, and they've made it, easy for us with the uses we've done, over the years. I mean, I would highly recommend them in this regard because they honor all this, everything, they back everything. And I mean, actually, I think their products have gotten better and better over the years, to tell you the truth. And if anybody else wants to, ask me any more about it, I'm always available, by phone. And Dina probably can get that to you if you want to know anything else.
Great. Thank you so much, Fred. All right, let's open it up to questions.
Yeah,
Kayla,
so we have one question already from someone in the audience, Carl. He's asked me to unmute his line, so I'm going to go ahead and unmute that, and he'll ask his question verbally.
Hello, everyone. I was wondering what version of Windows 10 is on the, I believe it was the X1450 tablet.
It's a Windows 10 home version.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
It's Windows 10 home version.
Okay, thank you.
The home version, yeah.
Thank you, Carl. That was a great question. I also have another question here, that just if you have kind of any price range for the devices that you can share.
Yes, the price for 7-inch we fall from mid-30s, around $35, so to like a laptop, it's around $165, and also depends on the kind of storage. What storage you want? We can upgrade it to 64 or either 128, and so if you have some volume, we can customize for you. Yeah.
Great, thanks. See if there are any other questions. So I'm not seeing any right now. Oh wait, here we go. So Michelle, I see your question. Do they have the ability of individual tenants to set up payment plans? So I'm guessing that is asking, do you have the ability to work with individual tenants to set up payment plans with them, or how would that work?
Payment plan, currently mostly we just pay upfront before we shipping out, and or you can pay by credit card. We don't have any kind of installment, this kind of option right now. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, thanks. And then could one of you please expand on the SIM card concept? I think you mentioned that one of your tablets has like SIM capabilities and the other doesn't. Can you just explain that a little bit more?
Andy, you want to explain?
Yeah, I'll explain that. So basically the way the SIM card works is similar to a telephone, like a cell phone. Every cell phone has, if you open up the back, it has a SIM card inside it, and that's basically works off the cellular networks. So this has the same concept. If you don't have access to Wi-Fi, you can use the cellular network to connect to the internet. And, of course, with that, there are charges that do accrue through the use of data minutes. But again, we've got opportunities with other providers to where we can provide discounts and programs that will help. But in a nutshell, that's the framework of how these work. If that doesn't answer the question, just let me know.
So will that work in rural areas?
Yes, absolutely. Now, there are some areas that it may not. There may be some black areas, but these work off of the T-Mobile, AT&T areas, and that's really why we designed this. again, because there are some rural areas that just don't have access to internet. And that's really the concept behind this product.
Great, thanks. So I see, Karen, you have your hand up. Not sure if that, I'll unmute your line and see if you have a question. If not, that's fine. Hi, Karen, did you have a question? Okay, maybe she just hit it by accident. I'm not seeing any more questions at this moment. Dina, did you have anything you wanted to ask?
I sure did. You know me, I always have questions. So one question is, Mike, I think you mentioned bundling. Could you talk a little bit more about that?
Okay. Yeah, as you see, some of the products that Andy went through, like the A1046C and you see with the G1058, those have bundling already. So like there's already a case bundled with, there's already a keyboard bundled with it. On the 7-inch, I don't believe, I don't have that picture on the A780. That's something else we could visit as well. Somebody maybe needed leather cases or keyboard, but we can, depending on quantity and things like that, we can always look at if somebody wants a case, or do they want a particular sleeve, or do they need an extra accessory with it, a USB cable or something like that. We can also visit that.
I got it. Okay. I was conflating bundling with bulk purchases because I'm so used to hearing about what T-Mobile does with the offers that they've been doing with some of our PHAs, where if there's a bulk purchase of, individual internet connections for, let's just pretend, 100 units, they then provide tablets, but it has to be a bulk order. So I was wondering if that's what this was referring to, if there were maybe a slightly different price point, perhaps, if let's say an organization were to order a certain number of devices from you. So maybe not.
Are you talking about like a discount or something if you're ordering like 100 or 500 units?
Yeah,
or?
something like that. Yeah. That's what I thought the bundling meant, but I was wrong.
Okay. Yeah, like on large orders. Yeah, I'm sure,
yes.
Jim, we can probably work with if you're ordering like a large quantity.
Okay. Well, that's good for the communities to know.
Yeah.
Okay, the other question I have while we're waiting for maybe other questions from the audience is, I have heard that because of the COVID crisis that we're in, demand for devices is rising, and so supply might be a little short. Are you seeing that at all?
Yes, actually we experience every day since last week. We have so many calls. Everybody wants the tablets, Wi-Fi tablets, laptop, and the 4G LTE tablets is extremely hot right now. Yeah.
But I think based as we're well stocked on the tablets that we're showing you now, right? Jim, A1046C,
yeah,
G1058. We do have inventory.
Well, in addition to that, we could get product as well from China. I mean, of course, there are some supply and demand issues going on in China, but typically, if we wanted to order a bulk order from China, you're looking, some production time plus time, on the water. But if we don't have in stock here, we can order from China. But yes, we have seen a significant spike in really within the last 5 days. With a lot of kids are staying home. And it's escalating even more.
Yeah. So we have enough. Thanks for that answer, guys. It's really enlightening. Veronica has her hand raised, so I'm going to give her the mic and have her ask her question aloud. Veronica,
Hi,
can you hear us?
Yes, I can.
Go ahead.
Okay, yeah, back to the SIM card and will it work in rural? I'm just curious to how did you test that, and do you have a list of zip codes where you have tried and to make sure that it works. And I don't know if you know where I am, but I'm here in Texas. I'm in East Texas, and I service for the purpose of the Connect Home 15 counties. And I would be really interested in the SIM card concept.
Yeah, I'll take that. Yes, what we can do is if you do happen to have a certain area, we can verify with the cellular company we're working with, make sure that you are covered. And again, you know, these are going through the AT&T and T-Mobile, so it covers the same type of area that they currently have in the cellular networks. And you can find a lot of those just by doing a general search online to see what kind of map coverage they have. That'd be
right.
one quick. Yeah.
Right. I understand that, and that is a process that we typically do before we go with any particular carrier for an area. However, a lot of those zip codes is not complete information, and I would be really interested in having this conversation with you after we're done with this conference call to not take up everybody's time. But the gist of it is a lot of the zip codes, they'll say, yes, it works, you have coverage, but in reality, you don't.
Exactly, that does happen, and you may be driving down the road, and you know one side works and the other side doesn't, and just like a cell phone. So, probably the best way to do this, and we can continue this conversation later, but one of the best ways to do it is we could even send you a sample, and you can try around different areas just to make sure it works, and then we can go from there.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for that. We have another question from Patricia. Hi, Patricia. Can you hear us?
I don't know if my microphone is working. Can you hear me?
Yep, we can hear you.
Oh, great. So I was just wondering what type of warranty and technical assistance do you provide for these tablets and devices?
Jim, you want to make it? Yeah, the tablets that we're showing you here, all of these have a 1-year warranty. And like I said, like I mentioned earlier, you know, all of our repairs and everything are done in-house. So, you know, if you have any issues with one of them, you would send us an email and we'd issue an RMA. You could send us in to us, and we'd repair them for you and return back to you.
Okay.
Thanks. Well, you know, also in addition to that, I could just say this real quick. Our 800 number where customers can call is physically in our building. You're not calling to India or some other country. We man the phones locally in our office.
Great.
Yeah,
thanks.
Inside the packaging, there's an 800 number that your customers can call in if there's any issue. And like Andy said, that call comes right into our office. So we'll obviously try to troubleshoot it over the phone if we can. If it can't be troubleshooted over the phone, then we'll issue an RMA, and the customer can send it back into us to get it repaired. And then obviously for y'all too, I mean, y'all can email us. Y'all got any issues with the product, and then we'd issue an RMA and swap out. And there's a number on the website for customer support, tech support. That's all done in-house in Plano, Texas.
Great, thank you. So we had another question. I think you might have touched on it in the previous answer, but I'll just ask it again to verify. Is there the ability to have a loaner tablet to test coverage? Hello?
Hello. I guess I could probably answer that. If you want to test one, you just send us an email. Jim, are you going to be the main person that they probably email that you need to see a test sample? So you're wanting to test the tablet and the SIM card in there, right? And just to make sure that the network's working, yes. The data network?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Yeah, so she just want to request a sample for testing. Yeah, that's fine. You can just send an email into one of us. You have all of our email addresses, I believe. get a test sample.
Yeah, so for everyone out there who's interested in this, you all received an email from me, the ConnectHomeUSA training email. That's me. If you want to request more information from Mike, Andy, or Jim, just shoot me an email and I'll pass along their emails so you can all reach out. That's all I have at the moment. Let me check to make sure no more hands are raised. Oh, Veronica has her hand raised. Hi, Veronica. Did you have another question?
No, I wasn't sure if I was raising my hand, so I kept doing it. Sorry.
No, it's okay. Thank you. Okay. So that's all that I'm seeing in my chat box. I don't, Tina or anyone else, do you have anything else you wanted to talk about?
Do we want to put a FAQ at the end of the call here? We can forward that back out maybe later this week to everyone.
Okay,
that's a great idea. Yeah. Okay, I don't have any additional questions. Thank you so much, everybody, from Azpen and and Fred from Choctaw Nation of Oklahoma for joining us today and sharing this nice new resource. Also want to thank all of our audience members. It's nice to hear your voices and that it sounds like you're all doing well and are healthy and safe. So that makes me happy. I hope you all stay that way, and thank you for all the work you're doing. This work is more important than ever. We know that our residents need internet access for their kids, elderly and disabled, to stay healthy and keep up on their latest developments. So I think, unfortunately, this crisis is highlighting just how important the internet is. So hopefully after this all passes, more resources will be devoted to the work that we do. And so I want to thank you for your continued commitment, and I look forward to continuing to work with you in the months ahead. Thank you, Kayla, for organizing and managing the WebEx system. So everybody, hope you all have a great day, and we look forward to talking to you again soon.
Okay,
thank you very much,
everybody.
Everyone.
Thanks.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.